Hello, everyone. Welcome to the LIS Conference 2020. My name is Chibuogwu. I am a sports journalist with the International Sports Press Association. Okay. Can I start now? Sorry.
Of course, yeah, you can.
Okay, perfect. So, in 2016, you were a grant recipient of the Ladies in Sports Conference. Today, 4 years later, you're back in the Ladies in Sports Conference as a panelist, here to share your journey with us, which is amazing. So I am so glad and honored to welcome you, Ruth Usoro, Nigerian track and field athlete, to the 2020 Ladies in Sports Conference. How are you doing, Ruth?
Thank you. I'm doing great. I feel honored for this opportunity. It's amazing. I'm doing great.
Of course. We have to go back a little bit. How has the journey been from when you received that grant in 2016 up until this moment in 2020?
Well, it's been amazing. It's been a great journey. I mean, of course, I had ups and downs. I came into the US 2018, so for 2 years I was trying to process my school stuff of coming here. And when I received that grant, I felt loved and I felt so supported because it was a surprise and I wasn't really expecting it. And I came and I received the grant, and here I am now.
It's fine.
To be here. So it's been rocky but great.
Okay, from what you said, that grant surely made a huge impact in your career.
It really did. It's really
amazing. So, I will reel out a bit of your achievements so far. Starting from 2014 before we get into the questions and all of that.
Okay.
You were the best overall athlete at the Southwest Dawn Games in 2014.
Yes.
And you were the best overall female athlete at the Ibile Games, that's the Lagos State School Sports Festival, back in 2015, where you won 3 gold medals and 1 silver. And also the same year, you won the bronze medal at the national championship, which is amazing. From a schools competition up onto the national level, winning a bronze medal, amazing for you. And then moving on to the ECOWAS, that's the national level again, with the national team at the under-23 All ECOWAS Games, Gambia in 2016. You won a gold medal in long jump. That was the first time actually you were traveling out of the country. Kudos.
Yes.
And then you moved to South Plains in Texas, USA in 2018. And of course, like you said, it's been amazing for you also in the US because you have won a silver medal in long jump and a gold medal in triple jump at the NJCAA Indoor Championships. The same year you got to the USA. And in 2019, you won silver medal in the long jump and triple jump at the NJCAA Indoor Championships in 2019. Also in 2019, at the Outdoor Championships, you got a gold medal in long jump. And then 2020, you transferred to Texas Tech University, where you're, by the way, studying communication. So that's why I said you could interview me as well. And of course, just this year, just a month into your transferring into Texas Tech, you broke the school record in long jump and triple jump, and you got a medal, that's gold medals in long jump and triple jump as well at the Big 12 Indoor Championships, named in the All-American list from the 2020 indoor season released by the U.S. Track and Field and Cross Country Coaches Association. It's amazing how far you have come, and we really are looking forward to what your future holds, Ruth. And of course, at the moment, you're currently the 4th in the Nigerian all-time indoor list for long jump. So let's quickly say this. How has it been for you since you transferred from South Plains to Texas Tech?
So it's been great. I had some challenges, being that I was going to meet a new coach, and I was going to see new teammates. I was going into a huge campus, because I came from South Plains, and that was just a small campus. I could literally walk 5 minutes and I'm at my class. But here at Texas Tech, I have to like wake up as early as I can to catch the bus to get to class, and it's a big class, so I have to try to make sure I get the front seat. Just try to make sure I get the seat where I can hear the professor clearly. So all those challenges, being that I have to adapt to a new training system that I was not really used to, and I had to try to make friends, try to communicate to the coach, try to make the coach understand the type of athlete I am, and also being submissive and just trying to keep my head down and get what I want. So it's been great. Coming to a D1 school has changed my mentality a lot, because I see athletes thinking far. I see strong girls that push me to where I'm supposed to be. And I'm like, Ruth, okay, the days of South Plains are gone. This is Texas Tech. So just try to make the best out of it. This was a challenge, but I'm still pulling through.
Now you're a junior. I mean, freshman year gone, sophomore year gone, junior year now. How have you been managing combining athletics and, of course, your academics?
So for athletics and academics together, I think I've been doing that throughout my life, because I started track and field when I was like 10 years old. And after school, I go to track, I go to practice. And the only thing that has been keeping me going is God, consistency, determination, and time management. And all those four things I mentioned has actually been helping me throughout it. I had to learn how to manage my time, because I know I don't just have one thing on my plate anymore. I have track, and I also have my school to face, and I can't do one way up without the other. So I've just been trying to learn how to manage my time, how to be consistent, and how to be determined to get what I want to get in both, because I believe I'm not just a track person, neither am I just a book person. I can be both. So yeah.
Well, yeah, for sure. I have mentioned now that you're the school's record holder in long jump and, of course, triple jump. And you won a double gold medal at the Big 12 Indoor Championships. Like, how did you feel achieving that just immediately, not long after you transferred, to Texas Tech? Because for me, I feel it's something big. I know it's something big.
Yes, it is. I felt excited, and I was so overwhelmed because it was all coming so fast. I mean, it was actually my goal to bring down the school record and in both, but I didn't know it was going to come this early or this fast. I was just working towards it. Although I think I just had to believe who I was and what I had in me, because my coach at Texas Tech actually saw my weakness, and I think he worked on it like strictly, and he brought out the best in me. And it's really, really exciting and overwhelming, but at the same time, I feel great. I feel great. It came all of a sudden. I wasn't expecting it.
And with your successes, it seems that, because I know you do sprint, like you've done 100 meters, 200 meters, long jump, triple jump, but it seems like you're tilting towards the field events, the jumps now. What's happening to your sprints?
Nothing is wrong with my sprint. I'm just trying to find the balance, because I know I'm also a sprinter and a jumper. So I'm just trying to find the balance between both and see, because I know in the future I might have to choose one, or I might just have to limit my events to maybe 3, or let me just say 3, maybe not 2, but just 3. So I know my strength lies mostly in the jump areas, but I know what I can also do in the sprint. So I'm going to come back in the sprint stronger than I was before, by the grace of God, and I'm just working on it, and it's going to be a surprise.
Okay, we're looking forward to that surprise, most definitely. But let's talk about this time we're in, by the way. The world is kind of still opening up, coming off the lockdown caused by the COVID-19 pandemic. How did you cope? How is it? I know we'll get to that part where we'll talk about the cancellation of the NCAA championships for the indoors and outdoors as well. But first, how did you cope in the period of lockdown and all?
So in the period of lockdown, I know I just try to encourage myself, and I don't really go outside anymore. I do everything I have to do. I work on the treadmill in the house, and I do my core I try to take some steps. I try to walk around, but not going outside. I mean, you can still keep fit even indoors. It doesn't have to be outdoors. You can just do all you need to do indoors. So that's how I've been coping. I've been trying to like do other things, trying to find maybe a new talent, just like I told a friend, one of my friend, and trying to find a new talent, trying to try new things, trying to think outside the box. And I feel this is an opportunity to know that I am not just an athlete. I'm not just limited by the only talent I have. I have to think about the other talent I can have and try to also just work on it, finding a new talent. So.
Oh, speaking of which, I saw your mini show on Instagram. Let's talk. Yeah. And
Wow.
I saw the first episode and all of that. It was a good initiative, by the way, to get people to have certain discussions and all of that. But aside that, what are the things were you able to catch on, while in lockdown? What are the lessons were you able to learn, and what are the skills were you able to grab?
So during the quarantine, I tried learning how to play guitar through YouTube, but I'm still learning. It's kind of hard, but yeah, I'm still learning. And also, I love cooking, so I just try different types of recipes. I just cook and just try so many things in my kitchen, and yeah, that's all I've been able to do. And for Let's Talk, I've had Let's Talk. I mean, I had the idea of Let's Talk like 2 years ago, 2018, because I realized that I love having meaningful conversations. So I was like, okay, Ruth, why not just start something? Because I've been kind of procrastinating and postponing. But I think the quarantine just made me realize that this is the opportunity you have to start everything you wanted to actually start. So I started Let's Talk, and I've been able to just create the first video to talk about different discussions. So, being in this position right now, I think it's an opportunity to me because I try to make each thing an opportunity. I try to see the good side of things rather than focus on the bad side of it. So that's what I've been able to get. Let's talk, just trying different food because I love food. So, yeah. And then maybe learning a skill.
How difficult was it trying to adapt to indoor trainings as opposed to normal going outdoors and training with other people? How difficult was it?
It was really difficult, and it still is. Being that you don't have your teammates to motivate you anymore, it's just you and your mental walls, like you and your mental surrounding to motivate yourself. And you just have to grab motivation based on your past achievements, being that nothing should be a limit, nothing should, limit you or stop you, because you still know where you're heading to. And it's been a struggle, but we still have to keep going because we know where we're heading to, and nothing should actually stop us, or nothing should stop me. So outside, inside, it's still the same you.
To compete in your first national D1 meet, the NCAA Indoor Championships. That was in March. And of course, after that, most definitely, you would have participated at the Outdoor Championships as well. But it had to be cancelled because of COVID-19. So I got to see that you were trying to encourage people on Twitter, and you shared it also on Instagram as well. How did you try to motivate yourself, encourage yourself? Being in this kind of situation, it should have been your first this year, but here it is cancelled. So how did you try to motivate yourself?
So I motivate myself through God, to be honest, because after I heard it was actually cancelled, I felt so bad, not for myself. I felt so bad for the seniors because some of them, this was actually their first one, and their seniors, like first ever national meet in all their 4 years career. And I felt so bad for them. I didn't really feel bad about myself, because I know I have next year, and obviously it's going to come. So I fell down. At first, I was trying to just hold myself and pull myself together because I know my teammates needed me and maybe other people too, and that's why I posted it on Twitter and Instagram. But when I got home, it just kind of dawned on me that I've actually been working hard for this, and for it not to show up, I kind of broke down a little bit. I kind of got into this isolation um, mode or isolation place, and but at the same time, I tried to look at the good side of it. I felt okay. This was a time to just try to rest, try to recover, try to like pause because things were happening so fast, all the way from getting new records to school records to conference champ to Big 12 champ. Everything was like happening so fast. So I think it's a time for me to just pause and just relax and ask myself why I'm doing this again and gain motivation again and just start all over again. So it was hard. It was really a hard pill to swallow, not just for me, but for every other student athletes that have worked so hard to get to this place. But I just tried to gather myself together so everyone else could benefit from it.
Okay, most definitely. Good words from you right there. So, I mean, sad news broke in May. The athletics community in Nigeria mourned the loss of Coach Uremu Adu, who is a coach. He's a coach who nurtured you from the scratch, coming up to where you are right now. How did you get to receive that news? And can you tell us some of the things and the impact that Coach Uremu left in your life? What he did for you while he was alive?
So Coach Adu is like a second father to me because when I started track and field at like 9 years old, 10 years old, he's been the one nurturing me, but I can say boldly that the woman I am today and still becoming is because of his impact in my life. It made me realize track and field is not everything. It made me realize track and field is not just about the fame. It's not just about the money. It's because it's about your passion. It's about where you're heading to and what will come after. It made me realize money isn't everything. It made me know the impact of humility. Coach Adu was a very simple and humble man. And anytime I begin to, feel a bit down or not happy about my performance at some point, he's always telling me, fix your eyes on the prize. Every other thing is a distraction. Don't think about what happened today. Just fix your eyes on the prize. And before every meet, Coach Adu sends me the schedule. It sends me my lane number. It tells me, have you prayed before your meet? It tells me, have you done your mental work? Like even from a distance, I could feel his impact so much. And even before I came to the US, he has been there 247. He has always been my mentor. He has been my dad. And anytime I need someone to talk to, and I'm not just having it for a day, I know I can call him, and I can just count on him because he has really sacrificed a lot for me. And it made me feel like I'm actually his daughter, because most of the times I go for competitions in Nigeria and they ask, where is your dad? I thought we were referring to my real dad, but I later realized it was actually Coach Adu, and I said, yeah, it's my dad and I'm his daughter. And we've had this father and daughter relationship, and when I heard he was gone, I was not myself. But I think I'm still going through the healing phase and still trying to come to terms with the fact that my dad is gone, and just keep playing all his voices in my head and just keep doing what he wants me to do and just to make him proud. It's been a struggle, but I know I'm going to heal.
I really believe you're going to heal, most definitely. Take a deep breath. You'll be fine. So adopt an athlete campaign ahead of Tokyo 2020. So I know that definitely that's part of where your eyes are fixed. So how are you preparing? What are the plans you have put in place for the rest of the year and getting into 2021 when the Olympics will now hold?
Yeah, so the plans I've set for myself right now is to just going back to work, going back to what I've always been doing when this year started. Working hard, and not just working hard, but also working smart, and going back to school, trying to get my grades right, and just doing the same things I've always been doing, thinking about where I want to be, making plans for myself, getting my degree next year, graduating college, starting a new life for myself, and making sure that my track life is still on, and making sure there is no distractions of any sort, and just being positive all the way. So it all started when I think we were watching something on TV a day, but I can't remember the year. Sorry. So I it was an Olympic year, I guess, and I saw them running, and I told my dad I would love to represent my country. I said it the first day. I don't think he believed me. He didn't say anything, and I'm someone who needs response when I talk. So exactly. So I said it again the next day. I didn't get any response. I said it again the third day, and my dad looked at me and said, "Are you sure?" I said, "Yes, of course." And I was in primary school then, and I run for my house. As I did, we have houses here. I run for my blue house, and sometimes the guys would challenge me for a run, and I was I'm really competitive. So my dad took me to the stadium. My mom at first said, "Oh, are you sure this is what you want to do?" Because I was really skinny. I'm a girl and I'm skinny, and they think I want to run. It's like there'll be nothing left of me anymore. Now why am I running? So my mom was really supportive of it, and my dad was also really supportive of it. My brothers and sisters have been supportive from day one, being that they had seen the talent in me already, and they just wanted to just keep going with it. So yeah, they've been really supportive from day one.
Okay. Well, I mean, like, we are definitely looking forward to the great things you're going to do in the future, and we are rooting for you, Ruth, like I said. And of course, even afterwards, when you're done and you're probably into communication. So, thank you so much, Ruth, for doing this with us. Thank you so much for sharing your amazing story.
You're welcome.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you.